I love hearing
You bring
that.
the party.
So we have with us this morning Matt
Hi.
Henshaw, the lovely Matt Henshaw.
Lovely.
Lovely, that's not a word for you. The really handsome Matt Henshaw.
What do you need? You're buttering me up a lot today, Carol.
I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but when I
Okay.
do, I'll let you know the
All
first
right.
thing.
Okay.
We have Kelly Tolbert with us, which we are so excited about.
Thank you, Carol. It's a pleasure to be here with you all.
Good to have you in the room with the dream team. Ended up with Drew. How are you doing, Drew?
Wonderful. Good morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
You didn't call him lovely.
He is lovely.
Nobody would call me lovely.
Well, I would tell you, he is dressed beautifully this morning. I really like that shirt.
Thank you.
Well, I'm so sorry we can't put you on camera.
No, you're not.
We just have to throw up that black and gray picture. It's really mostly gray.
Oh no, we can do it. I can put him on camera.
I
Think
would
about it.
absolutely love that.
He just threatens me with his Dodge Ram.
Oh, threat. Okay, so what's new in our world? So, did you do anything exciting last night, Matt?
No.
Oh,
Should I have?
absolutely. It was Tuesday.
I didn't. Well, I went to Red Robin, my usual, Tuesday.
I haven't been to Red Robin in a long time. Still good hamburgers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you want to know what I did?
Yes.
I watched the city council meeting.
And so that was exciting.
That's like pulling teeth.
It was very different. It's different. At least I wasn't in the room. I was in the room for a really long meeting one time because there was something going on at the airport that they were talking about. And my phone went off. And I couldn't get it turned off. So at least I didn't have that problem at the house. So, Taco Tuesday?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
We ended up going to Casa Sanchez.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was the neighbors, and we had pretty much everybody made it. We had 11 of us. So it was a good time. We took over the big table.
Oh, that's
And,
really cool.
We celebrated 3 birthdays.
January's a big month. What was 9 months before January?
Winter in April. Winter at the end of March.
Spring, some sort of spring sprouting.
Yeah.
So,
But, yeah, excellent. We make, we moved to different restaurants. So,
oh, that's really cool.
yeah.
So, apparently there are a lot of birthdays in January because the lovely Leza's birthday is on the 25th.
And she's not going to be here.
I know she's not, we can't celebrate it. And it's my birthday on the 22nd.
Yeah, and yours is the 22nd, right?
Yeah.
And you won't be here either.
I won't be here.
Why
either.
not?
Well, because it'll be a Thursday. But
That's no excuse.
but I'll still be celebrating.
All right.
So,
well,
what'd you do last night, Kelly?
I prepared for an early work meeting this morning, so I was at work at 6:45 today.
My goodness, I would think your work is later in the day.
This is a special meeting we have before I work for a dentist, and he sees patients starting at 8, so we have to plan accordingly, and then he works up till 5, so that's the best time.
I didn't know you worked anywhere but in your,
Mobile bar.
yes, your fun gig with your mobile bar. So,
Yeah.
what do you do with the dentist's office?
Mostly marketing, so some website things, social media, patient engagement.
Oh, wow. Huh. So, see, I learned a new side of Kelly Tolbert.
There's a few.
A few sides.
I feel like Prescott, a lot of people, and Matt can probably relate, is that you don't have one job, you might have 3.
No, you got to hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
hustle, different kind of hustling, I guess.
Side
All
gig.
It
righty.
keeps it spicy, though. I like it.
Yeah, what do they call it now? The gig economy?
A gig economy. That
Yeah.
means you need more than one job to be able to afford anything.
Right.
Like, I think I read just the other day that you need $136,000 to be able to qualify for a house these days. It didn't mention what kind of house.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's
'cause
a
that's
pretty-
a lot of money.
It's a pretty generalized statement, too, I think.
Yeah.
So, you know what today is?
Wednesday?
Well, actually, we were talking about that. We think it's either Weird Wednesday or Whiskey Wednesday because Kelly's with us. So I'm going to go with Whiskey Wednesday.
Whiskey Wednesday?
Yeah.
I
All
like it.
What kind of whiskey do you drink?
I do love a Maker's Mark. I prefer bourbon,
Uh-huh.
but I will have some Canadian whiskey from time to time in a hot toddy or something like that.
So you're a Maker's Mark person.
I do prefer Maker's Mark.
And
I'll
a-
drink whatever.
Just any old thing.
Yeah.
I'm a Scotch person, so that's whiskey.
It is.
And it looks to me like Drew is saying yes, so he must be a Scotch guy too. Is that right?
Absolutely.
What's your favorite?
Johnny Blue.
Really? So you're a blended guy. I'm
That's
a
still my
Macallan.
favorite. It's just wonderful. Single malts are okay. Some of them are a little too casky.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's true. Some
and
of them are a
it's
little
not a matter
too
of blend.
peaty.
It's just a matter of just taste. I love it. It's just a very wonderful, clean, crisp, wonderful.
Is
Me
it
too.
true that it's acquired taste, right?
Well,
For Scotch?
I have a really funny story. So, I used to drink wine, and boy, I could just, it just goes down so easily. And Ken looked at me one night and said, you really need to switch it up. You need to go to something you don't like. And so he said, why don't you start drinking scotch? So I started drinking scotch, and lo and behold, I started to love it.
Yep.
So what's your brand, Matt?
D, all the above. I'm not
Okay.
picky.
Yeah.
I,
If I had to pick, I like bourbons, and I like pretty much anything done by Buffalo Trace.
Oh, well, I can't wait until next holiday season when you can start your advent calendar.
I know that's gonna be fun. I want to do it just before the show, but that might be bad.
You might
I
not be
don't,
able
think,
to come
I
back.
don't think Jason would like that one iota.
I know I'm supposed to share it, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Well, you'll have to see when the time
We'll see.
comes.
We'll see.
Okay, I'm going to tell you some designations. Today, I'm going to say is National Lori Bennett on KYCA Day because it's National Dress Up Your Pet Day. And everybody who knows Lori Bennett at our station knows that she dresses up Dixie better than I dress up myself.
Yeah, Dixie's better than 90% of us at the station.
It's just amazing, just a beautiful person.
Absolutely.
And we're going to hear from Dr. Steve Dow later, but most veterinarians will say that it's perfectly okay to damage your dog psychologically by dressing them up as long as you don't constrict their breathing.
It's okay to damage them psychologically.
Okay, I made that one up.
I feel like some dogs handle it better than others.
Oh, I'm sure.
And Dixie's a great sport.
Oh, she is a good sport, and
She
she's so.
likes it. There's
they-
a difference.
There
It's
is
true.
a big difference.
She likes it. She likes being dressed up. She knows that everybody pays attention to her and comments about her dress.
And she dresses like her mother. I think that's really cool.
And she has a considerably huge wardrobe, by the way.
So, congratulations, it's National Lori Bennett Day. It is also the Feast of the Ass Day.
What?
Say
gonna
that
just-
again.
Carol.
I'm going to pause for effect there. It's definitely not what it sounds like. The Feast of the Ass was an old Christian holiday during French medieval times that celebrated all the donkeys in the Bible. Just in case you didn't know, there are donkeys in the Bible. But they stopped doing that somewhere around the 15th century because Catholics thought the festivities were getting a little too out of hand, so they stopped it.
They weren't eating like donkeys, were they?
No. They were probably just drinking and celebrating around them.
Oh, all right. I mean,
Any
I was going to say,
excuse.
I think that donkeys are sacred if they're in the Bible.
you would
right?
think,
Yeah,
but
you can't
I mean,
eat
cows
those.
and stuff are in there. We still eat those, so
That's true.
Oh, that is really true.
yeah. I mean, they're delicious.
I would say that is absolutely the case. By the way, on my failed bolognese from Monday night,
Yes.
I spiced it up on Tuesday. It was much better. So I saved my bolognese.
Redeemed
Anyway,
yourself.
I
Got it.
did nearly. Yes. Okay, so Matthew McConaughey has now trademarked himself. I think this one's pretty funny because I guess all the actors are really worried about AI taking over themselves somewhat. So they're trying to protect against that. So he trademarked himself. But I think that's really pretty funny because just last year he signed a huge deal with 11 Labs to actually license his voice to this AI company. But I guess it keeps others from coming in and messing up his deal, huh?
Well, I know that that's been done before.
What?
I just blanked on his name. Darth Vader,
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
He was the first one, I believe, to have his voice duplicated so it could be used later on in films. Wasn't that
Oh.
the case, Matt?
Yeah, he gave it to Disney for use.
Yeah.
I think his family or his trust or whatever gets so much per use or whatever. He didn't give it away for free.
Obviously,
But
yeah.
but yeah, he was the first to really publicly come out and say he did that.
Well, actually, I guess it's pretty smart because everybody is a little worried about what's going to happen with the AI.
We're all out of jobs. Just
Yeah, those are my initials.
Own it.
You're all safe.
Oh, there you go.
true.
Okay. We're going to stop for in just a second. We're going to have Kelly tell us what's going on. I don't mean to take up all this time here.
Sure
but
you don't.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Here I go. So, do you know that the third Avatar movie has already made $1.3 billion?
Yeah, not in the U.S.
Oh. Was it a flop here and big?
Yeah. It's not a flop, but it's the weakest of the three.
I haven't seen an Avatar movie.
Good for you.
Wow, Drew. Wow.
Do we
Good
know
for her.
why it's the weakest?
Me neither.
It's the same thing over and over is what it is,
Well, yeah. Well, it was like we were
But-
talking yesterday. You just go on too long, like Adolescent, coming up with a follow-up to Adolescence,
It's
please.
3.5 hours long, and the worst part is I talked about it when I reviewed it in December. We got 3 more coming.
3 more what?
Avatars?
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing that bugs me about it is that James Cameron is known for groundbreaking films and doing one, and that's it. Terminator 2, Titanic, those kind of The Abyss. And Avatar is the first time he's really kind of done like the same thing over and over and over, and each one is over 3 hours long. It's a lot of time.
A lot of time. He must be planning for his retirement.
He doesn't. What a retirement! He has so much money. He's been to the bottom of the ocean. He went to the. I mean, he has so much money.
Well,
There's
then
no
he-
sequel for the Titanic,
No,
right?
no
Okay.
sequel for the Titanic. No.
We could talk about what happened to the survivors and all that.
Yes.
Okay, so let's pause here for a minute and talk about what's going on in Prescott this week. Is it this week?
It is
Yes.
this week, yeah. We talked a little bit last week about the Hazeltine production of Bug, which is our friend Simon Barb's directorial debut. And I've heard this is an excellent
Have you
production.
seen it?
I have not, but there's 2 more chances. So.
Actually, I really want to go see this.
I saw it.
Was it fabulous?
It was very good. It is
Okay.
not your typical play for Prescott, and that was excellent.
Well, I saw on CBS Sunday Morning that it's on
It's on
Broadway.
Broadway. Yep. It opened the same week on Broadway. Yep.
So I'm going to say I saw it on Broadway. Oh, no, I can't do it. I'll say I saw it in Prescott.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to go check it out. Barry invited me last Saturday, and so I went and sat with Barry and watched it. And
Did he feed you too?
no. Well, we had snacks, but no.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Hopefully you
I
had
was working.
whiskey.
No
Oh,
whiskey.
darn.
No.
Okay, so that's
But-
Thursday.
Thursday
Highly
and
recommend.
Sunday.
Yep.
7 p.m. So get your tickets online for that. And then Friday, our friends out at the Main Street Theater in Prescott Valley are hosting a comedy night. And our friend Matt Santos is involved in this hilarious and clean production of comedy.
I love that it's hilarious and clean.
Yes, they like to differentiate the adult comedy from the clean, I've noticed on
Yeah.
their
So
promotions.
yeah. So what it is, the deal they have with Prescott Valley, and it's fine, is that they do clean comedy at Prescott Valley because it's all ages because there's no alcohol or anything. So
Oh, gotcha.
they want to be able to invite anybody and everybody if they want to come to the Prescott Valley show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this Main Street Theater is so inclusive. They don't turn anybody away, I learned.
What?
Right.
You can audition. I mean, I guess we could go out there and then accept us on stage if we wanted to.
Let's take the dream team.
Yes.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
It would be the nightmare team if we went and did that. What are you talking about, Dream?
Okay. So
All
that
right.
was Friday.
Friday at 7. And then Saturday, I am a big fan of Roger Naylor, who is a travel writer that has been freelance with the Arizona Republic for a lot of years. He talks about our local trails, and he has a book highlighting the Route 66 Centennial,
Ooh.
and he will be talking about that and celebrating this event at the Phippen Museum Saturday at 1. and he discusses the history and cultural significance of Route 66.
Oh, that's neat.
He's a really informative speaker, too.
Okay. And
So-
Sunday?
Sunday over at Jim and Linda Lee Performing Arts at Yavapai College is an evening with Frankie Valley.
The
Excuse me.
Frankie Valley?
The Frankie. I verified that it's him and not some tribute. So it's actually him.
Impersonator.
Yes, exactly. You never know these days. And then Monday at the Courthouse Plaza at 9:30. If you see a big group marching, it's the Martin Luther King Peace and Justice March and Celebration. It starts at Prescott College. They go down to the square and then over to the Methodist Church. It starts at 9:30, and they have all kinds of stuff going on related to that. And then Wednesday, I wanted to mention, so you can plan ahead, is the annual Cowboy Collectors Show out at Findlay Toyota Center. They're doing a VIP event on Tuesday, and you can buy a ticket for both days if you choose to do that. But it's highly acclaimed vendors of Western and Native American antiques.
So you can buy, you can show, you can just look at.
That's what they're promoting now. I think they've got all their vendors, but you can go in and
Oh,
peruse the wares.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So a lot going on in our lovely city.
I think Leza likes to say, if you're bored, you're boring.
Well, she is absolutely right because there is so much to do and see.
Wouldn't that be your catchphrase? Because you're the one that comes in here.
We do. We have it together, I guess.
Okay.
It's part of the Dream Team slogan.
So part of the dream team. So
And don't forget, you can see the courthouse lights up through, I believe, Monday, and they're patriotic themed after we did the blue for the first responders.
So are they red, white, and blue now?
That's what I was told. I haven't
my
seen them.
gosh, I really
seen
want to
them.
see that. Are they
Yeah.
beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we'll sing a song and salute as we go by.
Get down there.
I'm going to get down there.
All right.
Alrighty, I have a lot to do. A lot
Busy
to do.
girl.
Well, I have to thank you so much for joining us, Kelly.
You're
And
so welcome.
we will see you next Wednesday, and then after that, not so much.
Is it 1 or 2 Wednesdays?
I think it's Wednesday after next. You're going to be in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And I want to know if while you're there, you're going to go to the Sphere and see the Wizard of Oz.
I'm dying to see that show. It probably won't happen this trip, but I'll have to get back there because I was there and it was opening night, so I couldn't get tickets.
Yeah.
So I got to make plans to get back.
I hear it's a real spectacle. Are you going to go see it?
No.
No. Drew? We're just not Las Vegas people anymore. I know. I feel
It's too
the same.
expensive.
Well,
Vegas
yeah.
has gone up. I'm a Laughlin person now.
Oh, really? Oh. You know, when I was your age, I was a Las Vegas person. I used to love to gamble.
It was
I
a
love
different
Las
thing back
Vegas.
then.
It
Yeah.
was back then.
Well, that's when I started going to, so
I
I
know. It is absolutely the truth. Well, thanks again for coming in. We are going to take a break right now, so we'll be back right after this. The lovely Leza live on the news 103.5 KYCA. So lucky today to have with us Dr. Steve Dow, a veterinarian who has been a Prescott stalwart for a long, long time. Welcome, Dr. Steve.
Thank you very much. And I think I started here in 1978.
1978. Where were you before that?
My first year out of veterinary school, I took it's kind of a residency type or apprenticeship in Snohomish, Washington, because I was wanting to work with dairy cows. So I ended up in Snohomish, Washington, and great practice, great people, but bad weather.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing you could say about us. 4 seasons, not too bad, any of them. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, it's a blessing.
So if you wanted to go work on dairy cows, does that mean that you were most attracted to the large animal part of your practice?
Yes, I was.
Why? Where did that start?
Gosh, it's hard to say. In veterinary school, they teach you, obviously, small, large, everything.
Right.
And I had always had a lean towards large animal. My grandpa had a stable that he had horses and kind of a famous stallion that he had raised. And so I was always involved with him. I started out cleaning stalls like most people and ended up graduating to delivering hay. But that was a big raise for me.
Delivering hay over mucking a stall, as it were.
Oh, definitely. And so it's really hard to say. I've enjoyed large and small animals, and I've been fortunate enough to, when I came to Prescott, to be able to do both. That's not a very common practice anymore because of the specialization within veterinary medicine, but it was always interesting to me. It was challenging mentally and physically, and so it fit into what I was doing and felt blessed for my whole career.
I have to say, I read something just really so neat about your grandfather, Roy Harrelson, who was a Palomino horse breeder, I believe. And it said that every year in the Rose Bowl parade on a stunning silver saddle, he rode his favorite horse, Playboy, whom Palomino horse lovers remember today. I thought that was so cool.
That stallion was really an amazing stallion. People came from all over to breed to him. His color was perfect, his attitude. And, my grandpa, in fact, we have a painting out at the equine hospital of Roy riding that horse in the Rose Parade.
Oh.
And it was a painting, and oddly enough, a lady knew the lady that painted that horse.
Oh my gosh!
One of the Prescott connection type deals.
But
he was definitely instrumental in getting me going in the interest of animals.
I think that is so cool. So, how did you handle the emotion as a veterinarian? I'm going to talk just a little bit because I want to get a sense of what it's like a day in the life of a veterinarian. So, how did you handle the emotional toll of euthanasia and difficult cases? It seems to me that would be the hardest thing of all.
Well, it's definitely a difficult situation, and you do that with the owners. I mean, you've developed this relationship over years usually, and you get very close to the owners of that animal as well as the animal. And I think for me, the relationship that I formed with these owners and the our patients was allowed you at that point to know when it was time to let them go.
Yeah.
And they'd always say, they'd ask me, is it time? And I said, you're going to know before I do.
Right.
And they did.
I think that just shepherding a person through that, because your animal hospital has done that with Ken and me before, shepherded us through that horrible moment. So it just It's heartbreaking, just heartbreaking.
It's tough for everybody.
I'm sure it is. And we're going to pick it up after this break so we can get a little lighter about this. Be right back. Welcome back. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA, talking with Dr. Steve Dow, the founder, I guess I can say, of Prescott Animal Hospital, because you started it.
Not really. Dr. Fletcher in 1947 started Prescott Animal Hospital.
Oh, my.
And he and another veterinarian kind of split Arizona. This was back in the, I think, early 40s, maybe 30s. And Dr. Michelson took the southern portion of Arizona, and Dr. Fletcher took the northern part. And he would drive to the California border and to New Mexico and pick up animals one week, spay them, and take them back the next.
Oh, my. So it was an on-the-road trick.
Pretty much. And then Dr. Savini came on board. He was a Prescott boy. And then Dr. Fletcher's nephew, Dr. Doctor, came on.
Dr. Doctor?
Dr. Doctor.
I love that.
Yeah. We get a lot of comments about
I'm
that.
sure.
But, and then I came on in 78.
In 78.
Yes.
So, and you were with that until you sold it when?
I think it was, I sold it to my partners at that time, and it was about 2018.
Okay, so your partners are the ones who have hence sold it.
Yes.
It's changed.
It has. Yeah,
It has
and
changed.
all of veterinary medicine has changed dramatically. I mean, it's like, I can hardly believe it, both the technology and the work ethic and what people want to do.
So I'm assuming that's just the natural progression, but it's become very corporate, just like human hospitals have become the same way. Is that the way you see the future?
Well, it certainly looks that way because, like, in today's world, if I was to sell the practice, most of these people coming out of veterinary school already have a debt of maybe some of them. I was with a group of them, of young ladies from Midwestern, and they all had debts of $300,000 to $400,000 graduating. So it's tough to make that back without some corporate support and just the reinvestment. So yes, it's changing.
Well, actually, when you say that, it's no wonder the price of veterinary medicine has gone up so much.
No question.
Oh, my golly. So what do you think the biggest challenge facing vets today is? The biggest challenge?
You mean economically, physically, mentally?
Yes, any of
those?
Any of those.
Well, I think it's all of them. Certainly, as you already alluded to, the euthanasia definitely takes its toll, and there's a very big push for wellness in veterinary medicine. A lot of the graduates now are women, and they don't want to work like we used to work. I mean,
I don't think anybody wants to work like you used to work.
well, and an example is that they don't do their own emergencies. There's emergency clinics now that does
Correct.
that. We used to take our own emergencies, and you worked pretty much dawn to dusk, and it wasn't like it was a job for me, though. I mean, it was just more of a way of life and what I enjoyed. And it was somewhat seasonal, too, because here in Prescott, we had Prescott Downs, and I would do that summertime.
Uh-huh.
And then those folks, you have great relationships with the racetrack trainers and the whole involvement of Prescott Downs. And, once they moved from downtown, and there's so many people here that don't realize that we raced horses over where we have the rodeo.
Oh, yes.
They go, "Where'd you do that?"
Oh,
Well, it was
right there.
Yeah, it was a half-mile bull ring, they called it. So, it needed to grow, but
Right.
it just didn't work out.
Which is really too bad because it was such a special time in Prescott when those horses were running. I loved it.
Oh, yeah, everybody enjoyed it, so it was a tough move. But that was part of the work ethic of, I'd work in the summer with the horses and in between with small animals, and we were so close to the track that you could go back and forth and do it. And in today's education, they don't really, you almost have to pick one or the other, large or small. And that's unfortunate, but I can see the technology and everything that has advanced so much that it's hard to keep up. It was hard to keep up in those days of keeping up with your species. And I've always been a real continuing education fan, and I think that helped. I love the challenge intellectually and physically.
Sure. And oh my gosh, I have spent a lot of time watching the incredible Dr. Pohl, and I can understand how people are really young people are attracted to veterinary medicine because it is so special a profession. But you talked a bit earlier about relationships. That has really dominated as a thread through the conversation you've had with us this morning. You had a relationship with your patients. You had a relationship with the owners of your patients, and everybody. You're a relationship guy.
Well, I really never looked at myself like that, but it becomes part of you. Your emotions and everything are so tied in with the owners and your patients. It's you just can't separate it, and I wouldn't trade it. I've been blessed.
You have definitely been blessed. And I read a quote of yours, I have to say, before we go to break. Veterinary medicine is a hobby and a lifestyle career. You've got to love it. Long hours, it's like farming. I think that's perfect. We'll be right back after this. morning again. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA, talking with Dr. Steve Dow. So, what experiences you have had in our city of Prescott since hailing from North Platte, Nebraska? You've been a lot of places in your life, sir.
Well, been quite a few places, including in the Army. I spent 4 years there, and I guess people always ask, well, when did you always know you wanted to be a veterinarian? And I didn't. I mean, I started out at my grandpa's place.
Right.
It was just a job, and then I liked what I was doing, delivered hay, and I liked the outdoors. Was, I think, the bottom line. And that progressed through college, and my dad was in the military, and so I got very interested and had a ROTC scholarship, and went to Airborne Ranger School to save the world.
Oh,
And
bless your heart.
I didn't exactly save the world. After going to Vietnam, I came home and pursued the veterinary side. I'd been working with dairy cows already and everything, and so I got accepted to vet school, and now I don't even remember now how I got on this train of thought.
Well, actually, it's where you have been. You're from Nebraska, and then you went into the service. Were there any animals that attracted you in the service? I mean, there are dogs around, certainly, in the service. Were there then?
They had some tunnel dogs in Vietnam.
Oh.
And but we never used those guys. So no contact with them in the Army.
So this just after you got out of the Army, you decided it was time to look at what you wanted to do, and you became a veterinarian.
Right.
And you went to the University of Colorado State University, which was one of the few med schools at the time.
Right. Right. There were, I don't know, 16, including 2 in Canada, I think.
So
And,
it costs now maybe $400,000 to get through vet school. How much did it cost then?
well, I was fortunate. I had the GI Bill,
Of course.
and that helped a lot. I also worked on weekends at a dairy. And so I worked through vet school and with the GI Bill, and ended up very minimal
See,
money owed.
I tell you, it's sad what is happening now. But so just so I know, a vet, you go to undergraduate school for 4 years, and then I believe you got a master's in animal physiology.
Yes.
And from there, then you got, is that a DVM, a Doctor of Veterinary Medicine? So how long is that?
Well, the vet school is 4 years. And so, yeah, it took a while. When I got out of the Army, I had to make up the veterinary prerequisites. So that took 2 years.
Oh.
And then during that time, I got the animal physiology degree, and a master's in animal physiology. And I was able to work at the university dairy.
Oh, whoa. So
yeah,
the dairy keeps coming back into it. I bet you drink milk.
Well, that's another story in itself, too.
Oh, what?
When I was working at the dairy, I had my first son, and I would fill up a gallon jug of tank milk, and I'd bring it home. And this kid had the rosiest cheeks that you can imagine.
So you're a believer in dairy milk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
That's absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to ask you just a couple more veterinarian questions. Can you think of a time that you faced a difficult client or an ethical dilemma that you had to handle? I'm sure there are a million of them.
Well, there were a few, but my biggest problem was with people that treated my staff poorly. And if they treated them poorly, they got fired. And the clients did. And they couldn't understand that they were fired. I said, where do you want me to send the records? And they go, what do you mean? I said, you can't come back anymore. You're what? You're firing? And then it would get verbose sometimes.
Actually, I think that's really good because if they treated your staff poorly, you got to believe they treated that animal poorly too, and that would be hard to watch.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. You're a good person because, anyway. So, how did you handle the burnout fatigue that must happen when you are a full-time veterinarian?
I never really felt burned out. I
Oh.
mean, because of the variety, it was always it was a new day every day. You never had the same routine, and so I guess I don't even understand. Well, I can understand what they're going through now today. I think a lot of it is multifactorial, but gosh, when you're doing things that you love and you don't ever think of that. I mean, yeah, they're long hours and yeah, you get tired and you don't want to go in one day if you've been up all night the night before, but
Delivering that
yeah.
calf.
Yeah. So no, I guess I never really can't say I experienced the burnout. What happened more for me was a physical decline, and that's why I really had to back out. My hands weren't working. I had both my knees. It was just physical things, and I didn't want to embarrass myself doing surgery. So
Well,
it was
absolutely.
time.
But I tell you, what a neat thing because you don't ever work when you love what you do. It's just a pleasure to be doing it. So I love that. So, what are your thoughts on managing people who can't afford veterinary care? Are there places that they can go, or what's your recommendation on that?
Well, back in our time, we usually we even did trade outs. If they had some profession that we could use, then we traded out with them.
Oh.
If they wanted to set up a payment plan, we did that, and you took a handshake, and sometimes that handshake didn't turn out, which was very unfortunate, and it's more on them than it was us. And I couldn't turn people away. I mean, you just couldn't do that. And so there's different levels of care that you can provide, and that's what we always tried to do.
That's a wonderful thing to hear, and I do wonder if it's the same today as it used to be when you were there. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA, talking with Dr. Steve Dow and loving it, I might add. So, you your mother was a big influence in your life. So tell me about your mom.
Well, she was quite a lady, like you had alluded to. She graduated from the University of Arizona in 1937, I think, and when she was going to school, she was a PE major and rode horses out of the University of Arizona, and she rode with the cavalry boys because they still had cavalry in those days, and
Wow.
they had a stable where the medical school is. There was a stable for the horses, really a nice one, and they had a polo field adjacent to where the medical school is now, and they had these Quonset huts out there. So anyway, she just loved riding the horses. She did Roman riding. She was quite a rider in the days. There's pictures of her riding, 2 horses at one time, and
Oh
where
my.
she's doing her Roman riding, and she
Roman riding.
ended up being outstanding senior woman at the University of Arizona and got a Freeman Medal. And I think that from that standpoint, she got me more going in sports than with horses, I would say, in high school and in grade school.
Really?
And so that part of it, I really didn't get, other than working out there at we called it the ranch.
Uh-huh.
It was outside of Glendale. It was in the middle of cotton fields in those days. It was in the 60s.
No
And-
longer.
Yeah, right. In fact, they sold that allotment. I think it was 160 acres, and it's all houses. It was all cotton fields, and we would go out and ride horses out there in the cotton field.
Yeah.
And after that, after he passed away, you had mentioned the Rose Parade,
Uh-huh.
and he had a silver saddle. And another short story, that silver saddle got kind of decayed, and they took the conchos off of it
Uh-huh.
and made concho necklaces for my mom and my sister and my wife.
Oh my gosh,
So-
that's really neat. I want to turn the story now to Soldier's Best Friend. That's an organization I know close to your heart and that you're very involved with. What is Soldier's Best Friend?
Soldier's Best Friend is an organization that provides, you have to apply, you have to be a combat veteran, you have to have PTSD, and in the application, if you're accepted, the organization will provide you or find a dog for you, or you can use the dog that you have. It has to be under 3 years of age, and they supply a trainer. And the trainer you work with twice a week, sometimes as a group and one single. And it takes about 6 months to get these dogs trained. They'll go to the Humane Society or wherever they can find a dog that has the right kind of disposition.
And they offer emotional, once they're trained, what do they do?
They are their service dog.
Okay.
And emotional support, but it's also like with the PTSD, you can have moments where a crowd threatens you.
Uh-huh.
That dog will come to support.
Oh.
It will sit next to you. It will stand in front of you. It will protect you from the incident that may be starting to happen. You probably heard about the diabetic dogs that know when it's coming on. Well,
Yes.
these dogs do too. I mean,
That's
it's
really
pretty
cool.
incredible. And I've been fortunate. I'm on my second service dog, and emotionally, they bond so much. And that's what's different about Soldier's Best Friend too, is that a lot of organizations will supply a dog. In other words, it's been trained. They spent like $3,000 or $10,000,
Right.
whatever. This is out of a humane society or your own dog, and you train them. So I think, and I don't know how much time we have. We could go a long time.
About
but
a minute and a half. Minute.
I had in one of the classes that I was working with, we had a boy that hadn't left his home after a deployment in Iraq, and his mother brought him. We were doing the classes out at our equine hospital, and this boy came in, and he was just not himself. And the dog ended up the same way.
Oh, really?
And so we put the dog on Prozac. The boy did great, and at graduation, you wouldn't have known the difference.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh, that's a fabulous story. And people can reach out online and find Soldier's Best Friend to
Yes,
help
ma'am.
them
They have a
should they have
website.
it. That is wonderful. I can't tell you how much I have enjoyed our time together, Dr. Steve Dow. You are a real Prescottonian and a friend of our community. So thanks for joining us. And goodbye, folks. I'll see you next Tuesday in For Leza Live.